So the question was, why am I going the immersive training route? Because I want to do the thing that's best for not just the students, but their ability to make changes in their organization. I got into this training thing for the same reason that I got into the DevOps thing back in 2010. It's that I saw that people and organizations were struggling, right? People were struggling and organizations weren't getting what they needed. So the organizations were blaming the people, and suddenly you've got this vicious cycle. And DevOps helped grease the wheels, give people more time, because you automate a lot of stuff away. Again, I was working with Azure DevOps and more from a technical perspective. And how do you improve the flow of value delivery so that then we have time to look holistically and figure out what's going on? And in doing that, I think I said before, I very quickly figured out that it wasn't actually the tools that were the thing that was helping people. It was the different practices that people were using, and that led logically towards this idea of Agile and Scrum and Kanban and those kind of things as well. So this is that logical progression of we're using double loop learning in and of ourselves, right? Our the outcome of the training styles that we've got is not the most optimal for how people retain knowledge, learn, and use that knowledge. People are much better in that practical world. So closing that loop again and saying, well, we need to change how we do training. And part of that was moving to the flipped learning experience. And this is the next progression. And I know that there are trainers out there that have been experimenting with different learning formats. And this is starting to pull that information together. And what are the best learning formats? Well, not the best, that's probably the wrong word. Or what are more effective learning formats for people, and how do we incorporate it into the way we do things? The harder part for us is that it's, as a trainer, right, and as a business owner, is that it's actually going to be less, I'm going to have less time to be able to do other training classes, right? So instead of it being 4 half days or 4 half days spread over a couple of weeks or 4 half days spread over 2 days, right? It's going to be 8 half days spread over 8 weeks. So in the time that it takes me to deliver this, I could have delivered in the old format 2 full classes. But for me, this is a better experience for students. If the students are going to learn more and be more effective, then this type of training is going to be more valuable, and it's providing value to the customer that's the most important thing, rather than if we just focus on a revenue extraction model rather than a value creation model, then we're not going to be able to, we're not going to be able to affect change. We're not going to be able to have people look favorably on what it is we're doing, right? We're not going to have people, we both need to get something out of the experience. If companies are realizing that they're not getting anything out of the two full days, and even the 4 half days is starting to not provide them with the value that they'd really like to get, they're going to stop buying that training, and they're not going to be able to provide that to the people in their organization. And I think this is part of that story of, we want to deliver more value to our customer, even if it means that it takes more time to get there. And I think that for me is that piece from both sides, both the business side, right, because I'm running a business, as well as from the helping people side. It actually benefits both. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like, follow, and subscribe. I always reply to comments, and if you want to have a chat about this or anything else Agile, Scrum, or DevOps, then please book a coffee with me through NKD Agility.